Is this a video about hot temperatures and cold temperatures? No, not at all. It's a video about perspective and appreciation. On super hot summer days, I think that we forget that we'd actually appreciate moments like this if we could just teleport here from a freezing winter day. So if you're too hot and you wish it were colder outside, my advice is just remember the time that it was colder and it's the middle of winter and the world is freezing. It seems like we're always on the opposite side of appreciating something, right? In the winter, we want warmer weather, and in the summer, we want cooler weather. It's always backwards. Now, I totally understand why that is, because the change of seasons is nice at the beginning of the change of seasons, but then it just becomes too much after too long. Now, even though that's totally understandable, just remember to savor the current moment no matter what season we're in. When it's the middle of winter and you were way too cold, remember the times when you were sweating outside. And when it's the middle of summer and you are way too hot, remember the times where it was freezing outside. But also, maybe stay inside if there are extreme temperatures in either direction. You know, for health reasons. Speaking of which, what's the temperature over there, Pastor Ron? I'm not even quite sure what the temperature is right now, but in New York, we call this brick because it's so cold out that it actually hurts. Even though I have sunshine right now, I do remember brick. But I'm glad you're outside walking Ginger and having a wonderful, active winter. That's the way it should be. Pro tip for you fellow dog owners, if you bring your dog outside during the winter, you can kind of let him off leash more often because there's nobody out there. It's like a frozen wasteland of peace. So even if you have to deal with a little bit of brick, that's exactly the best way to live life. For me anyways, it's fantastic. So what's the moral here? Is this a video about hot temperatures and cold temperatures? No, not at all. It's a video about perspective and appreciation. Sometimes it's good to gain perspective by considering the opposite side of whatever's going on in your life. If you're in hard times, remember the good times and be thankful that they happened, and know that you'll be back in those good times at some point relatively soon. Conversely, if you're in the good times, remember that you made it out of the hard times and that you're having a beautiful moment right now. Congratulations, you survived, and life is good at that moment. In winter, remember summer and the sunshine and the heat. And in the summer, remember the freezing cold temperatures that you didn't want to deal with then. The deepest appreciation for peace is after a war, and the deepest hope in war is peace. Accomplishing a dream feels best when we look at what we went through to get there. But while we're putting the work in and struggling to do so, picturing the accomplishment of that dream can be massively motivating. Just every so often, try to gain full perspective by looking at the opposite of whatever's currently going on. Try not to spend too much time in that place though, because you want to be present in whatever moment you're in, whether it's a good moment or a not so good moment. This applies equally to both types of moments, but use this idea very briefly to just shift perspective, appreciate something in a different way, or move forward with a refreshed mindset. Isn't that right, Cold Ron? And listen, most importantly, just appreciate having a cozy, warm home in the winter and a refreshing, cool home in the summer, because not everybody has those things, and we are blessed if we do. Man, it's actually pretty sunny outside today. Beautiful temperature, all things considered. How you doing over there, Pastor Ron?
It's chilly. It's chilly.
Now, in a way, I know this is wacky to say, but that must actually be kind of nice, that brick temperature over there. To feel that cold brick air on your skin so much that it tightens you and you have trouble speaking. I'll remember to appreciate that thought next time the winter comes around. Now, with all that said, I think we both know that it's all about fall. When autumn comes around, enjoy that crisp, gorgeous weather, the median between the extremes of summer and the extremes of winter. You know, flannel weather. That's the only perfect way to describe it. And spend more of your time outside with the people that you love. Remember, do something that makes the world a better place this week. People need you. You are the better echo. Subscribe, like, get a sticker at the link below, or watch one of these, and I'll see you next time. And if you realize that the city behind me is not New York at all, click right here for a super secret unlisted video.